Hello everybody, this is Rachel from the future. You're about to watch a vlog that actually was over 10 days ago that is a compilation of things that I've been trying to put out for a while. Haven't been feeling well. You'll find out why. So you'll have to watch the whole video to understand what exactly happened. There's a lot of tidbits. It took me a hot minute to actually get this one edited in time, in the proper way, to at least share what's been going on in my neck of the woods. So I really hope you give it a like, give it a subscribe if you're new, and stay tuned. I have about 2.5 hours worth of footage to edit down. So you're getting the edited version, but there is a lot more to touch on this. So this isn't the last of the clips that you will see of any of the footage from the hospital or how I've been doing. You will see a lot because I've been documenting every single day. So thanks for stopping by, thanks for checking out the video, and stay tuned, lots more coming. And we'll see. I was very short-winded, didn't have a lot of energy. There is so much to it, and you will find out. I don't want to just go ahead into the future too much. Anything I have showcased in this video will be linked down below, so you can hyperlink yourself wherever I was talking about, whether it was products or channels. So, thanks for stopping by. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. And without further ado, here we go. Here's the new normal, and what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Just do the best we know how to do. Welcome to another vlog. Today you're going to see a couple of days ago, unfortunately, I was very sick, so you'll find out. Over this little proof right here. Hello everybody, how are you doing? So, it's one of those evenings where it's like, where do I begin? Where do I begin? First off, I'm exhausted. Exhaustion. So, this Corona-isms, that's all I'm gonna say about all that. So, I've been sick for like 2 months-ish. And trying to feel better week by week is the best you can do. Is vitamins, time, water, and a positive attitude, right? Right, everybody? Absolutely, I would think so. I went as far as to take immune supplements for the last few, like, at least a week now, solid. Drinking a ton of water and trying to get as much rest as possible and eating superfoods as I do already. But in general, as my son is fast and furiously a little boy, he's not held back unless he's really sick, which about 2 months ago now, yes, 2 months ago, 100%. He was down for the count, fevers for almost a whole week. It was ridiculous. I brought him to the hospital, the emergency room, and my son has a really good immune system. Most of the time he's pretty well, so it was pretty frustrating when it all happened. The emergency room, I feel like, didn't take it as serious as mother's tuition is, and I went about making sure he saw his primary, and he had strep and flu at the same time. So, fast forward to like 3 weeks after that, mommy here, it's me, got sick with the strep. And then 10 days later, fast forward, and about 5 to almost 7 days into it, here we are. I use ionizers in my house. I drink as much water as possible. And I'm taking a crap ton of vitamins. And my lung has not felt the same for about 2 months. Now, I have anxiety, of course, yes. It's not a good feeling to, on one hand, not know if it's just your compromised immune system from the situation and the cold and the flu and trying to get over that still at the same time. Strep does what it does. And panic attacks, experiencing Katrina did a lot more for me. Having just the what-ifs feeling in life. But this new experience, due to this new experience for all of us, is a mutual understanding. It's like nobody wants to complain more than anyone else, but everybody should take it just as serious as the other person. So, oddly enough, randomly enough, not having any coughs, not having any fevers, but being tired as I normally am, and as a mom of a 4-year-old little boy. It is what it is. So, I was scared out of my mind when all of a sudden I was coughing up blood today. Not once, but twice. And after that, I've just been drinking water and trying to take it easy. It's a scary thing right now because I don't want to be freaked out by anything, but I do have asthma, and I do have every reason to believe that it's important, or situations, to what I'm doing vitamin-wise, or lack thereof of anything I could do better. And of course, my son's on vitamins too, and as a parent, the best thing you can do is just constantly think ahead. Who needs to take care of your child, but obviously the parent, so keeping yourself efficient with vitamins and nutrition and all of the things I mentioned before is very important. So, called my primary. They weren't being dramatic, but they did take what I said seriously, which would freak me out a lot. I was like, can you please just let me call back? Can we just say this is monitor and reassess the situation? But no, that's not what happened. And I'm only sharing it because the whole point of documenting is there was my stomach. This is stress related. I'm telling you, the whole point of documenting is to go forward with the situation the best you can, to share with the best of your ability that you know, and the knowledge you do at the time that you do, when you share the best of your ability. So, I am trying to fix my corkscrew here. Trying to be positive. So, my primary, because I live in an area that has enough cases, it is currently now. I'm not even gonna look. Don't even want to know. Don't even want to know. Be real. But it's enough to be concerned. So, I explained my symptoms, and I explained that I don't know what to do, if I should take this serious or not, and I have an inhaler, which I've not used constantly because I don't really think we have enough evidence personally, at least what our news was saying out here. Our news is saying that any inflammation or steroid type, inflammatory or steroid style medications can actually make things worse. What in the heck I've got my hairs going wild. I used some vitamin E in the bath and some essential oils because you need a carrier. Did you know that? You can never put essential oils in the bathtub without a carrier because it will burn you. It will not feel good, let me tell you, especially peppermint. But it's important if you have asthma or you have whatever. Long story short, so for like 2 months, my lung has hurt. For 2 months, I've been like, can I breathe? Yes. Does it feel weird? Yes. Do we have Corona available in this country? No, because that was a month ago. Less than that. Here we are. Here's the new normal. Sorry, there's a glare. Here's the new normal, and what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Just do the best we know how to do. So again, I know what works for me naturally. I don't respond the best to chemicals. It's not healthy in anybody's life, really. So I bought a essential oil, not essential, what am I trying to say? I bought a steam cleaner, not like a vacuum clean steam cleaner. I have one of those too, but this is a heated, ultra high temperature steam cleaner to clean things in my home. And it's a good idea in general, because you can clean cars and other things, you know, why not? And why not? So, I have a child. It's not a bad idea for toys. There's so much to it. So, you can use essential oils in it. You can just do straight up steam. But it's such a high temperature, it's good for killing viruses. And I do think it's better than to feed my child chemicals. I just think that's gross. We all need to think about that. So, I'm not going to tell everybody how to live their lives, but I'm going to say, for me, the next best thing is for air, bacteria we touch, and the water we drink. So I also bought a filtration system, and I also bought a UV to kill bacteria, because it doesn't hurt. My four-year-old deserves the best that I can do. So that's what we're doing. So, the air purifier, I'm pretty excited about it. It's a HEPA, and it's also a UV, so it circulates good air, and it's for 600 square feet, which my home is pretty big, but it's room by room, or I could put it, you know, and circulate in different spots. So I'm kind of excited about it. I'm looking forward to the water is 10 stage. It's wonderful. I mean, we have really good water where I live, but I don't like the idea of continue to haul bacteria into the home if I'm getting to a place where the water's come from a truck who, at this point, they're telling us, you know, this and this and this isn't safe to be whatever, and wipe. And if you know anything about shipping, most of the time it's wrapped in plastic, and then that's wrapped, so then it's on a pallet, and then it's put into a container, and then that's wrapped with plastic. This is real. It's a real thing, people. So at least I know, even with merchandising for clothing stores, I used to work for Victoria's Secret's perfume, and the Limited, which is part of the same damn company. But most of the time these things are packaged and packaged and packaged and packaged. And that doesn't make it completely safe, but anything anybody's buying has several seals. So what does that mean? Is it really more airborne? That's what I keep seeing with all this attitude, with the masks, with the touch-feelies, and the no molest day when it comes to your products and supplies. So there's so many people out there who make a good point to grow your own vegetables, and I'll be linking some channels below and be talking about their channels a little bit more in other videos. Leo's Universe, this channel, oh my goodness, you need to subscribe to it. Not only is this woman incredible with what she shows, but she has a good sense of what's going on. She's in the LA County area, and some of the things you'll see later in this video really reflect my own personal beliefs right now, and why we should just take our own 2 cents, whatever you can afford, try to improve whatever you're drinking, whatever you're breathing, your household, and your body. And I will be continuing to talk about this particular YouTuber. I have a lot more to say. She's amazing, but I don't want to take up too much time in this video. But go hurry over and subscribe to her channel right now. My videos too long. I'm trying really hard to do that. It's very difficult because I'm mouthy. I can keep talking and talking and talking and talking, but I'm trying not to because I want to sleep too. Obviously, my lungs are not doing what they're supposed to. It's very aggravating. I don't know. Strep, germs, stress. What else can we do, right? What else can we do is be positive. So, looking on the bright side, I keep oranges by my bed. No exaggeration. But, taking one day at a time, using lovely little, where is it at? Is it doing it right? Is it doing it right? Doing it right? Do you see that? That is a it's a humidifier. And lovely or not, it's lovely. It's very quiet. I love that one. I can't find another one. But that thing has been a lifesaver. And I mean it. Regardless, anytime I've ever been sick, anytime I've ever had a problem breathing, I live in a very dry climate. I spoke about it briefly in the last vlog. And I'll be talking about things more in future vlogs, because to speak about it all, it'd be like ranting, and I'm not doing all that. I'm just pointing out things. If you do your own Google searches, you speak to your own doctors. If you have asthma, most of the time it's to keep... Oh, my washing machine. I have a jumbo, professional, upright washing machine, but it's strong, and sometimes it shakes my home. There we go. Anyway, you should see my swamp cooler. That's never fun too, but we're not there yet. Actually, I don't think I'll be turning it on this time. I think I'm going to be purchasing a separate air conditioner for each separate room to be a little bit more efficient with space. And due to this whole new coronavirus situation, who knows? Who knows what's safe and what's not? And so again, it's like common sense. Filtration. And I thought about it the other day. I was like, has anybody thought of using carbon filters or some type of filters in your window screens versus your little mesh? That not only mosquitoes, if they're small enough and smart enough, or small bugs in between, like, I don't know, pincher bugs, earwigs, those fun things, they're great. They're horrible out here. All those bugs, like, if we had better filtration, like, I'm not saying fiberglass, see, that's the problem. You can't just throw anything in your window because breeze. But I think somebody, and especially in these times, in these days, and whatever, if that's the situation, people like myself who have small children, or like myself who are asthmatic, who want to keep the damn window open. I have it on a heavy cycle. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's intense. My wall is shaking. It's probably on the end cycle. Anyway, the whole point, windows. So yes, ionizers, UV sanitizers. I think it's called UVCs. Yeah, UV sanitizers. Is that right? UVCs? Ultraviolet something. Cleanser, maybe? I don't know what it stands for, but when I was looking into products for 2020, the best thing you can buy right now is not just a HEPA, it's not just an ionizer. Really, you want the triple threat, which really comes down to ionizer, HEPA, and the UV. Now again, the UV is the most important part, especially for bacteria, because what's the point of circulating if you're just passively sharing germs, if you know what I mean? Like, some germs aren't going to actually be killed, they're just going to be filtered. And if some germs are airborne, that's disgusting. So, again, carbon, other things like that, like, there's not all the products in the market that you can actually do other than just protecting your own self and having a good circulation in your home that you feel safe enough that's as good, or if not better, than your own air conditioner. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing for my household. Obviously, again, I live in a very nice place with lots of trees, but again, if this is like what it is, I don't know what to think anymore. I'm just trying to think logically. What do I know? I don't want to live in a home where I'm like terrified, Obviously, all of us, wherever you live, whatever you've got, whatever you got to work with is what it is. I feel very scared for all the people that I know back in Louisiana, because I really don't know what they're... I don't even know what to think. I'm so sad. I'm so terrified. I am so terrified right now. Just hoping and freaking praying everybody stays safe, and I mean it. It's like I don't know what else to say. I'm just terrified. This is too much. I wonder if I'm not hearing from people because they're safe or that they're not safe, you know? And I'm afraid to check. I will check, but I'm afraid to check. Seriously, that's just too much. That's just too much. So, trying to be as positive as possible is where I'm at. And again, like I said, I don't want everybody to panic and think that I'm dying. I'm trying not to myself. I have a good attitude, I still got air, and I don't have a temperature. Those are all great signs. But the truth of it all is it's very terrifying in these matters to even have like a sniffly nose. And I have people and friends in other places who, local actually, who are dealing with their own situation. I have PTSD, they have depression, they have bipolar disorder, other things like that. Me, I don't deal with that. I deal with anxiety. PTSD sneaks up on your ass. You just don't ever really know when you're thinking of like, hold on, wait a minute, or if you are 100% rolling at your coastering, and I mean that. Like, there's two different worlds of rocking. Holding on to the rails and you know what to expect, or you don't know, so you're just fucking hyperventilating. And I'm right, like, in the middle. I've had so many moments as a mom, not like my son is ever, I don't know, completely out of control. I usually bring the reins back, but lately he's been afraid. He's been scared. He doesn't really know what to think. And he's had nightmares. That's been scary for me because as a 4-year-old, like, even if he asks a question that seems even semi-related to the situation to try to answer it, like, why can't I go back to school and how are my friends and nobody likes me? That's so strange for me as a 4-year-old for him to think this way. But it's true. He's in this place in his mind. He hasn't seen his friends a long enough time and his teacher who he loves dearly. And he's a social little butterfly. And he's a class clown, let me tell you. He said some funny things lately. He's so funny. He's so funny. We'll get into it in another video. But for a 4-year-old to come up with these things and to be in these headspaces, he's sensing everything. And so I don't expose him to the news. I don't expose him to much of anything going on, but he can sense it very strongly. There's a difference in this world right now. Especially even when we were at the grocery store, he freaked out seeing everybody with masks. That's mostly why I didn't record anything, because there was just so much mass confusion in the Walmart, and I was there a hot minute trying to get everything we needed. I'm glad we did. We got everything we needed. It was a hard trip. And the main thing I needed was ink. Let me tell you how annoying ink is to purchase. $6 extra when it comes to shipping for it. So it's like, goodbye, the good old days. So you get cheap gas, right? Most of the world except Colorado, apparently. We're still paying $3. Still about $3. But I guess you spend $3 extra now on printer. What, $5 supplies for everything else in this darn new high economy online universe. High demand of online supplies. So I'm wondering, when exactly are they going to start like the quarantine drivers for FedEx and all that other fun stuff? It's all happening. Everything I thought that was going to happen, it's happening. This is just silly now. Like, gonna have like Rottweilers and pit bulls on trucks for FedEx with the police, with their snipers and their gas masks. And people are going to be doing the same damn thing to get their damn shit back from the person that they need to get from. It's too silly. This whole thing is too silly. So, yeah. I think it's like, it's a hurrah for every Scientology believing person out there and doomsday believing person out there. It's a hurrah for that, the situation at hand. Otherwise, I'm trying my best to be positive when it comes to raising a 4-year-old in a beautiful place. They can't really go outside. And legally, it's almost illegal to get food. What the heck is going on? So, I have a friend who works in the, let's say, collection side of the universe. She made it very clear. It's like 6 month suspension on a lot of stuff when it comes to collections. And that's just creepy. Right there is too much. I mean, let's just hope it's like halfway into it and halfway out of it, because if that's 6 months and then some, if it's 18 months that they're saying possibly, but 6 months suspension, it's gonna get weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder. And I'm like nervous. I'm honestly nervous. Trying to be positive. It gives anybody with anxiety, like, this is rough. And I said it in a few videos before. Anybody who deals with any mental illness or whatever, this will affect all of us the most. It's how we handle it. I mean, like, I'm trying to keep a good attitude. I'm trying to be positive. But randomly coughing up blood today was, like, eye-openingly scary. I was like, this is not okay. Not okay. It's not okay. So, it made me, even in the moment of being conscious of the situation, I went ahead and vacuumed my house, did more cleaning, drank a bunch of water, took some Tylenol, took a hot bath, steamed the hell out of my lungs, coughed up whatever I could, nervously did what I could, notified the people I need to. I had already made my appointment like 2 hours prior to all of this craziness. So I did what I could. And that's all you can do right now is like, fear can't take you over. You have to do what the best you can. Just be positive. And I know I'm not the only one out there who's feeling this way. So I'm only sharing this whole experience because I want to make sure that, you know, not only is it documented, but hopefully some of you out there know that I'm thinking of you. And there's not a whole lot we can personally do, right? We're locked into this situation. Isn't it freaking weird? What is this? What is this? It's like, dude, where's my car? Dude, where the heck's the last universe I was in? No anymore. So, yeah, I took all of my son's toys out of his room today. We put him in the living room. We lined him up. He has his own toy area, separation, and he loved it, and I'm loving it for him. And now it means we get to paint his room, finish it up. So that will be happening soon, and maybe I'll be doing some videos in there the nights that it'll be drying, and I can chit-chat away privately, because it's going to be pretty cool. It's a whole cloud scene. I have only featured a few of the renovation stuff on my Instagram and on a Facebook page. Other than that, haven't been really open about it. So, for documentation purposes, I do think it would be a fun place to have a little chat in the clouds. So, stay tuned for all those lovely videos, hopefully in the cloud room for a short time. I have to move his bed too. It's gonna be a whole nightmare. So yeah, but yeah, so tomorrow I have an appointment with the respiratory
place, which was a weird conversation, calling, not only hearing to the long message of insanity, of do you feel this way, that way, it's like yes, no, maybe so, kind of, not really, not at all, yes, hello, yes, so I feel this, that, not sure, yep, and please, okay, I'll be there, bye. Literally, hello to our new normal. Yeah, so they suggested that I do go to this respiratory, it's not like a clinic, it's a respiratory testing place, I guess, treatment testing facility, and I'll be going without my son, so my neighbor's luckily gonna watch my son, and I let his godmom know what was going on, so that's in the happiness moment. It's just so stressful. It's like, this is like I said, it is exacerbates, makes things oh so much more uncomfortably strange for anyone who has health problems or anyone who just gives a crap. I don't know. And normally I wouldn't care this much when it comes to my own health, but I do care because I care for my son. Not only, you know, not feeling good for myself would be important just for him. And I think everybody else should take heed to that right now. It doesn't really matter who the heck and where the heck and what the heck you're dealing with. Pay attention to everything and who you are and what's normal and what isn't normal. So, yeah. Yep. I'm gonna go take a bath. Probably watch something to chill the hell out. My throat hurts. This is what I mean. Oh, by the way, we have ragweed in our house. Not house. Yard. Part of the reason is because of where I live. It's a very rural area, so it happens. But the ragweed, that's been the hardest part. Is like, I don't have halfway know if it is ragweed or leftover issues or walking pneumonia. I've had pneumonia in a long time, so I don't know. We're gonna find out tomorrow, 1 o'clock. I'll update you guys. I'll probably bring you along. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I guess in the meantime, I will be chilling out, taking home tomorrow. So probably by the time you see the end of this vlog, you'll already know what have happened, and we'll be going from there. In the meantime, have a good day, night, wherever you're at, and I will talk to you soon. Another bright and sunny day in Colorado. So let's see, I will do the best I can to record.
So I just wanted to point out, in Colorado, there is a law. It's CRS 189304, which does allow you to record. And unfortunately, I ran out of space on this particular video to show the rest of the hospital. But as I said at the beginning of this video, check out my next vlog that will be released very soon. This was interesting. What is that? They covered the vents. Google search it. It's very real. Thanks for watching and subscribe.